Well, hello, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be building our Twine Endurance SSD North, home base North for our Twine peaks. We're just going to jump right into this step by step. The first three panels you're going to place is there in the center. Is our pattern. Our pattern, we're going to have them come up this center path here, and we're just going to block it off like this, and go ahead and start the kill box thing. And the pathing that we're also going to go for, and this is my old build, by the way. This is just imagine a new variants of traps and with different stats, and so I had to rebuild it for the fun of it. Yeah. All right, the block off we're gonna have another a couple of walls for the block off is just back here, 3 walls, even with this little hill there, and you're also going to need a wall even like that. Alright, and now we're going to have 3 walls right here, and we're going to run this way. This is the pattern we're going for. We're also the slinger wall here is a little out of control, but that's because of the spawn. The spawn on this, if you're unaware, is a little bit contrary and annoying. So, and we're going to have a couple traps here, so just go ahead and we're going to go ahead and place our trap panels, ceiling panels here. It's easier to do it now instead of trying to guardian wheel jump fail 1,000 times and then you would have to reshoot. Moving on. Yeah, and our slinger wall is just two tiles tall, and it's going to stretch. It's going to stretch all the way across here, and I mean, these slingers on this spawn is just all spread out, so we're just gonna have to have an ugly giant slinger wall. And anyway, jump down here, and one other block off, kind of unnecessary. You don't need to place a cone behind it, but yeah, place that wall there, and we're gonna have a floor here and a floor there, even with our trap tunnel, and all the way across here. And we're going to be spawn camping them somewhat to negate the trap duration for higher waves. And our spawn kill traps is just 9 tiles connected to our slinger wall up there. And you can remove that temporary tile after you have placed the tiles on the top. We're going to place a wall here. This will make the enemies walk just 2 extra feet. Because you know how smart them husky husks are. They like walking around stuff. Yeah. Okay, now we're, believe it or not, that's the pathing for this. Now we're going to start with the trap. We're going to put 2 freeze traps here and here. And the freeze trap I'm using is an efficient... yeah, sorry. Efficient. Yeah, effect duration. I just stumbled saying that. Yeah, effect duration, and this is a wall dart. The wall darts are going to be crits. Just a crit. This is a standard wall art that I always use with the floor launcher. With 2 impact here on this thing. This is going to push back some of their CC, but it will also kick back any assassin husks that get past our thing, because the assassin husks are a little quicker, especially the little shorties. And wooden floors here, here, and here, and we're going to add wall dynamos across there with a wall dynamos of your choosing. If you don't have level 44s, you can use level 130s. It's perfectly fine. We're going to zigzag Oops, I think I messed up on the zigzag. But yeah, we're gonna zigzag it to make the enemies walk just a little further so they're not cutting corners. We don't want those enemies to be cutting any corners. Just like you wouldn't want me to be cutting any corners. And so yeah. And then one other thing, we're going to push them back. You can use whatever impact you want here. I use a 2 impact that pushes them past, it basically pushes them into my kill area over next to the back part. We're going to, you can add a wall dart, or I'm adding broadsides just for the fun of it. Yeah, 50-50. Broadside or another wall dart of your choosing. The wall dart has a higher crit. It would do. My wall darts have a higher crit anyway. Okay, now we're gonna for the spawn kill. We're just gonna use ceiling drop traps with the tire with the muffler. That muffler needs to be facing this direction, so the tires, whenever they roll out of the drop trap, they roll out of the opposite side of the muffler. So they will. We want to roll them toward our trap tunnel. So we're just gonna push them into. Assuming they do get past it here, but I'm gonna push them into this box, possibly. We're just gonna add 9 of them to here, and this is a crit. I believe I was using crit. Yeah. Oh, I'm careful with that lava. We're gonna add some wooden floor spikes here just to slow the enemies down a bit, and we're gonna add a 1 or 2 impact, preferably 2 impacts. So whenever the 2, so you're guaranteed you'll knock them down that hill. And because we like to bully those husky husks. And in the case of a smasher or 2, this is the smasher tunnel portion of our trap box. So if your traps aren't up to par on this tunnel here, you can possibly add more and or extend this trap tunnel 1 more square closer to your amplifier, and you'll have 1 more square of traps you can add, and you can copy the same kind of wall dynamo with a wall dart with a ceiling electrics, and we're gonna add a ceiling zapper for the husky husks and smashers that make it to this point. And believe it or not, this tunnel right here do about 5 million damage on the smasher if it all goes good. So one thing you're going to need for the assassin husks is a ceiling electric on this corner piece here. This will keep any assassin husks from taking any duration from our yeah, you don't want the assassin husks in there. And that's what that ceiling electric's for. Alright. So and that right there is the gist of this tunnel. This is the same as my previous build. So if you just completely destroyed your previous build without even knowing that this was my previous build, I apologize. And consider subscribing if you would like more tutorials. And don't feel free to add traps on these if you have a problem with the enemies. And have a lovely day.